Welcome on into the final edition of WagerTalk Extra for the week, for the month. As a matter of fact, I'm your host, Dan Alexander. We got a little UFC action coming your way and just one guest. When we're talking UFC, we only need one guest, and that's Kyle Anthony. He's going to be breaking down the main event. He's also got a fight to watch. And man, if you're not betting his UFC, I don't know what you're doing, because you could have gained 25 units over the last 6 UFC event. He was profitable in 5 out of the 6. I'm no mathematician, but that's pretty damn good, I would say. A nice batting percentage for my man Kyle Anthony. Let's welcome him in. K.A., how you been doing, brother? How it's I mean, I guess that's a bad question to ask when you're up 25 units. I guess you've been doing pretty damn well, right?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to enjoy the summer. Relax, cash some units. That's what I'm trying to do. It's sports betting's easy when you're winning, right? It's good when you're winning. So, things are good, man. Things are good.
Yeah, you and the clients happy, and it's funny. It's sports betting's easy when you're winning. Well, you won the last 3 years. #1 MMA capper over the last 3 years. So, you just kick back and ride with my man Kyle Anthony. Kyle, let's get right into it, though. Strickland and Magomedov, excuse me. What are we thinking in this fight?
Yeah, so this one here, I think it's actually a pretty interesting fight because you got Sean Strickland here. You got the number at -140. On the comeback here, you've got Abus Magomedov. He's +115. And when you're looking at this spot here, you've got Strickland, that he's the cardio king. He's going to have that cardio, output, volume, pressure. All of those things are really going to work well for him and have melted a lot of the opponents that he has faced. But you're looking at the other side here, you've got Abus, and guy is definitely a finisher. He's got 25 professional wins, 20 finishes, 14 are knockouts, 6 are by submission. This guy is your finisher for sure. But you may be asking yourself, how did we get here? How did Abus get to a main event? Now, back in 2018, he fought for the PFL. He ended up losing in their championship fight, which was the final fight of their playoffs. He lost, got knocked out in like 30 seconds. After that, he faced and went out into 2 other organizations, away from the UFC, away from the PFL, ended up getting 2 victories. After that, I thought the interesting part was that he had 6 booked fights from 2020 of December up until about now. This fight we're going to talk about with Strickland. And there was only 1 fight that took place. He had backed out. The opponents had backed out. All different reasons that this fight did not happen. The only fight that did happen was his UFC debut against Dustin Stoltzfus, which Abus did go out there and get that first-round knockout victory. But Dustin is 1-4 out of his last 5. He is not very good at all. And after that, now he's fighting in a main event against one of the top UFC fighters in the division, in Sean Strickland. So I think that's very, very interesting. But if you're looking really at some of the things that could really make Sean Strickland very, very difficult in this fight, is the 5-round experience. He is fantastic with that. That kind of plays into his game plan, how he fights, how he goes out there, manipulates his opponents. And at 4 out of the last 5, went all 25 minutes. So this guy has that cardio. He has that ability to push the pace. He has that experience, where Abus on the other side has not gone 25 minutes. Some of the reasons maybe because he actually is finishing guys early, but a lot of these are 3-round fights, 1 round, 2 round. He does not have the experience of going that distance. The other part of this really is going to be the fact that, he is good. He has the ability to go out there and get these finishes, but Sean Strickland has multiple paths here. And that's the thing that you look at Abus, he needs that knockout. I think he needs that finish. He needs to jump on Strickland very early to go out and have that success. But Strickland on the other side, the pace, the cardio, the output, all those things to me are really going to start to add up to starting to drain some of that cardio for Abus. And that's the thing where you want to take him to deep water. You want to give Strickland the opportunity to go a little bit further, get past that first round, get past that second round, and really continually pick up that pace. He's not going to let it up. I think taking him to deep water, slowing down some of that cardio of Abus is going to help him as well, too. And you also add in the fact that the competition level, man, I think that is always extremely important. And you're looking at it, it's not even close. You've got Strickland who fought guys like Jared Cannonier, Alex Pereira, Jack Hermanson, Brendan Allen, Kamaru Usman, Christoph Jocko. These are some high-level guys. And if things get a little tough for Abus, where he just either is getting tired or not landing the shots that he wants to, if he goes for these takedowns, that falls down on the ground. I mean, you look at what he does is at an 85% takedown defense rate. I think he keeps this standing. He's got high-level jiu-jitsu as well, too. So I do like Sean Strickland here. This number continues to come down. Money is coming in on Magomedov, and I disagree with it. I think that Strickland is outright the guy to get the job done here. Big step up in competition for a boost. I like Strickland, minus 140. If you want a little sprinkle, I like Strickland by decision, plus 200.
Oh, man, I always love it when you find a way to get us some of that plus money. Nobody better at it than Kyle Anthony. Before we get into your fight to watch, you got anything locked and loaded for the premium clients for this weekend over at your page?
Definitely do. We're coming off a 5% plus 114 winner last week. We got another plus money here on a 5%. Feeling good about it. And again, we've cashed 5 of 6 events. Really locked in, like the spot that we're seeing. And, listen, we're going to keep this train going. Like I said, we're chilling this summer. We're chilling.
I love to see it. That's why you got the boats behind you. When you keep cashing like that, you get to chill in the marina. You have a bad weekend or two, then we're gonna have to put like bricks behind you or something. So I guess we'll stay tuned for that. Kyle's winning when he keeps the marina behind him. All right, let's get into your fight to watch. It's Morales taking on Griffin. Morales is a pretty heavy favorite in this one. So I'm wondering, are we finding a way to get some money down on the favorite being a little bit wilder in the prop market, so we don't have to lay minus 295, or are you going to make a case for the dog in this one?
Yeah, so this one here, you've got Michael Morales. He's minus 290 on the comeback here. Max Griffin plus 215. Now, Morales, this guy has the hype behind him. UFC loves him. He's 24 years old, 14-0, 11 knockouts, 1 submission. This guy can go out there, find the finish, and really go after it. Now, he's fighting Max Griffin, a very, very crafty veteran, been around the sport for a while, good boxing as well, too, has that ability. Now, if this fight stays on the feet, and it's just an outright striking match, I think Morales does have that advantage, of course. That's already baked into the number here, where you've got Morales, big striking, going to have that 3-inch reach advantage, has that power, willing to go in and exchange, and I think those things are very good for him. But if you look at Max Griffin here side here, he's got good boxing too, and the lackadaisical defense of Morales really worries me in this spot here. He has his hands low. He's very comfortable in the pocket, which is a great thing, but it's also not great. As you move up, you've got to be way more technical. You've got to be way more sound, and I think that starts to open for Max Griffin here, where he can land some shots. He can hurt him. You saw Morales, battle some adversity out of his last fight. He still got the victory, but he had to battle some adversity. And I think the other part here, the fact that, yes, he's hittable, the other part is that Morales doesn't check leg kicks very well. And I think that worries me also on his offense, where, yes, I think that there's opportunity for Morales to land a shot, but if he starts chipping away on these legs, lowering that power, lowering that movement of Morales, and I think that Max is very, very smart when it comes to that. He's not just going to stand, and I don't think he's going to want to just stand and bang with him for 3 rounds in a kickboxing match. I think he wants to mix it up a little bit, chip away at the legs, and I like the wrinkles that he's adding with the takedowns, with the grinding. Max is very now good at that, where he kind of pushes you up against the fence, works you a little bit, smothers you a little bit, slows down that cardio. Now, both of these guys do not have the greatest cardio, but I think that Griffin has to utilize that, has to get in there, mix it up a little bit. We're going to be in the apex cage. I think that's going to be opportunity and lower the, close up the landscape a little bit to kind of push Morales up against the fence. Now, Morales is no slouch. Pretty much anywhere the fight goes, a guy has ability, but I think the experience really helps him here. I think this line is too wide for me. I think that he's the rightful favorite. I just think this line is way too wide. I think this is a dog or pass spot. I like Max Griffin at plus 215. I think is a good number here. Now, obviously, you got to be a little bit worried about getting that knockout, but I think that Max Griffin has the tools, has the experience to go out there, mix it up a little bit, and get that victory. So I like Max Griffin plus 215.
Man, taking the dog plus 215. So there's a nice plus money plays for you from our man Kyle Anthony. Already let you know another plus money play that you can ride with those premium clients. Just head on over to his page, wt.buzz/KA. And as I mentioned at the top, #1 MMA capper. Last 3 years, cash 5 out of 6. We're going to make it 6 out of 7. If not, the brick wall going behind my man Kyle Anthony. Just messing with you. Hopefully you enjoyed another edition here. Only need KA when we're talking a little UFC. We will be back locked and loaded with another 3-pack of shows coming your way next week. But if we don't get to talk to you before the 4th of July, have a great one. Hopefully fireworks in your bankroll as well as outside. I've been your host, Dan Alexander, and we'll see you next time here on WagerTalk Extra.